everybody, Styx here at the Token Minorities, bringing you another episode of Styx versus the top of the ladder ORAS style, and today I have another UU match with the same team I've been using last time. Unfortunately, I went on tilt for a little bit and lost a couple matches, so I decided to tinker with the team, changing maybe a move here, an IV there, an EV there. But the biggest change I did was I made Sceptile from the special attacker that it was into a physical attacking Swords Dance set. Now, I know that Sceptile's special attack is about 35 base points higher than its physical attack. However, the Swords Dance set is a great lure for Florges, who, as you can see, actually gives my team a lot of problems. And this was actually the first match I had with the Swords Dance Sceptile, and it happened to be against Bob the Bay. I'm assuming that is an alt of Bob the Bro, who frequents the top of the ladder. And one thing I know, this is going to be a very good match. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. He leads off with his Rotom Heat as I lead off with my Crocodile. I was actually predicting the Crobat, and with my Intimidate, I knew that Brave Bird or U-Turn couldn't do much, and I just wanted to knock off something on his team. I didn't really care what. Unfortunately, this was a Scarf Rotom Wash with Will-O-Wisp, and that really sucks because that means Crocodile is not going to be doing much at all this battle. Its attacks will be doing 0. Maybe I can knock off items, but that really will be it, and Intimidates and whatnot. I'm just going to go for another knockoff right here, as I know Rotom won't be able to really do much to me aside from maybe an Overheat. And I am able to get rid of the Florges' leftovers, which is very nice, so Crocodile, while getting burnt, still was able to knock off 2 of my opponent's items, which will be very beneficial later in the game. And now that his Florges is in, I don't want to stay in and take a Moonblast, so I go into my Tentacruel, who can maybe set up some Toxic Spikes, do some Scald shenanigans, but unfortunately he predicts that and goes into his own Crocodile, which really stinks for me. So I'm going to have to switch my Tentacruel out. I go into my Hippowdon, my physically defensive wall, to take potentially the Earthquake, even though I know a knockoff is much more likely. As he does go for that, gets rid of my Hippowdon's leftovers, which really cuts Hippowdon's survivability. And I'm going to need it against his team, especially with the Beedrill sitting there, as Hippowdon and Salamence are the only things that can really take hits from Mega Beedrill. Tentacruel can take some hits, depending if it's running Drill Run or not, but I am just going to try to get up my rocks, as that will do nice work against his team, as he brings in his Crobat before rocks, so that kind of stinks a little bit, as he goes for the Defog, because obvious Defog is obvious, and I just go for the Ice Fang. Unfortunately, it does not turn out to be a 2-hit KO, so there will be some mind games going on, as he Toxics my Hippowdon, effectively just killing any survivability that I had left. So basically, I'm just going to do a Blaze of Glory type of thing, and stay in. This Crobat is going to go down whether or not I get my rocks up. I don't care. I just want this Crobat dead, as he does go for the Defog to get rid of my rocks that I set up again, as I go for the Ice Fang. And I'm just going to go for the Ice Fang one more time. I am predicting the over-prediction of him predicting me to predict his Roost, so I'm just going to go for the Ice Fang again, take out his Crobat, and while I will not be able to get my rocks up because my Hippowdon will be slower than everything on his team, at least his Crobat is dead. And that is something I guess I can hang my hat on, I'm not sure. But either way, his Beedrill is going to come in, and Hippowdon, like I said, is completely useless at this point. So I'm just going to sack it, so I do get a little bit of switch advantage right here, as he will get the free Mega Evolution and U-Turn, which will be more than enough to KO Hippowdon. RIP, you little hippo. But he brings in his Crocodile right here, as I am going to bring in my Sceptile. And this is perfect, because I will be able to lure in the Florges right here, with him predicting maybe the Leaf Storm or Giga Drain. And I will be able to go for the Swords Dance right here, and I actually am running Iron Tail for this exact situation. It is, I believe, a guaranteed OHKO on Florges at +2, and yeah, that Florges just gets taken out, and that is huge for my team. This opens a huge door for Salamence later to set up on maybe the Rotom or the Crocodile or the Vaporeon. I have plenty of setup abilities at this point, as he will go into his Beedrill, and you guys know how speed ties go for me. I never win them. So I don't want to risk it this early, because I feel like Mega Sceptile can still put in a lot of work on his team, as I will just go into my Tentacruel, take the U-Turn, and I'm kind of hoping that he'll overpredict at this point and I can get a Scald off on the Crocodile, but unfortunately he does not, and he just Earthquakes my Tentacruel, and down it goes. But I'm really not worried, even though that was a pseudo check to Beedrill. I still have my Ments at full health, which can do a lot of work on his Beedrill. It actually can set up on it. as Sceptile comes back in, and I'm just going to nail something with a Leaf Blade. He decides to switch out his Crocodile, goes into his Rotom. Rotom will be 2-hit KO'd from that range. I was actually kind of shocked. Even though this was obviously an offensive Rotom, Rotom still has very nice bulk, and that was a resisted hit. I don't give Mega Sceptile's physical side enough credit. So yeah, Rotom will go down, and again, brings in his Beedrill. I don't want to risk the Speed Tie because I always lose them, so I'm just going to go into my Crocodile, sacking it to the U-turn. As he does go for the Poison Jab, I guess predicting Infernape or Salamence to come in, with me predicting the U-turn, but Crocodile's not going to be doing anything at this point, so I just decided to sack it to the combination Poison Jab and U-turn. But at this point, he has to go for the U-turn, and I will be able to bring my Mega Sceptile out again, and something will die as he does just go back into his Crocodile, and like I said, I'm going to send out my Mega Sceptile. I was actually predicting him to try to switch back into Beedrill to get some momentum, as Beedrill does 4 times resist the Leaf Blade. Unfortunately, he stays in and gets his rocks up, which kind of sucks for Ments, as it does take 25% of my health to where I won't be able to take Mega Beedrill's hits as well. And I just go for the Dragon Claw, knock out the Crocodile, and right here I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm going for the Speed Tie, and I don't win it. So that sucks a lot. So anyway, Mega Sceptile goes down, but I'm going to go for game right here. Pray that his Vaporeon does not have Roar, because if it does, then Salamence really can't set up on it at all. And so I'm just going to try to start DDing up, praying that it's the Scald, Wish Protect, Heal Bell set. And luckily I do have sub, so Vaporeon Scald will not be able to break my sub, so I will be able to set up as much as I want. Like I said, assuming he does not have Roar, and right here, going for the Scald, it looks like he doesn't, so that is amazing. I will have this game in the bag, assuming something weird doesn't happen to where I choke it away. And I decided to just go for the Dragon Claw right here, just to gauge how much damage it would do on the Vaporeon, and it turns out to be a 3-hit KO. And I will want to set up a little more just so he can't stall me out with Wish Protect or any of that stuff. So I am just going to go for the sub again, as his last Scald did break it. And I will proceed to just set up on this Vaporeon. This is why I love Salamence so much. I know that the Scarf sets and Mix sets are very, very nice, especially with Moxie, but the way my team is built, I made Mega Sceptile into a Florges lure, so I would be able to win with Salamence at the end. Florges was a huge, just, I guess, stop to my team the way it was, so I had to alter things a bit to make Salamence be able to sweep easier. And right here you can see that Salamence is just putting in plenty of work right here, as Vaporeon obviously does not have Roar or Ice Beam, and I'm just proceeding to set up all over it. And I will be at the point, assuming I don't choke and let my Salamence get Scald burnt, to where I will be able to just absolutely destroy the Mega Beedrill at the end. Like, it won't even be close. Mega Beedrill won't have a chance to do anything at all, unless all of a sudden it has a surprise Focus Sash, which would be weird. I would not expect that at all, and I assume that would be very good, but there is a reason that it cannot. As I am just going to go for the sub right here. I just want to be as safe as I possibly can at this point, because I know a +2 Dragon Claw, even with the extra lefties he's getting, will be able to KO him from this range. So I will have my +2 Mega Salamence, not Mega Salamence, regular Salamence, behind a sub with his Beedrill coming out, and I will be able to take the game at this point, as I just kind of want to see how fast Beedrill's health goes down right here, because that base 40 paper defense will not be able to stand up to this Dragon Claw at all. And I did pull out the game with that Salamence and Lure Sceptile. If you have not tried Swords Dance Sceptile, it is actually very, very viable. Looking at his team, actually, if I got Rocks up, Mega Sceptile straight up swept through his team if I won that one speed tie and got up to +2. So yeah, Mega Sceptile is a threat even at being a physical guy. Looking at that guy's rating, he was at 1609, which if we jump over to the ladder, reconnected. But, whatever. I'll just go ahead and reconnect really quickly, jump onto the UU ladder, and we will see that 1609 was, yeah, depending on I guess depending on alphabetical stuff, it would have been number 29, number 30, something like that. But yeah, that's going to be the game, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And this is Styx, signing out. Why not? See you guys.